Ebola management. You go to Accra Central, everybody is putting refuse everywhere. Post office, AMA, I was there on Friday. There's nothing, the mayor of Accra, Elizabeth Kwachu Taki, is not doing a good job. The environmental, nothing is working. How can we live in a country where there are no public dustbins? Where are people supposed to put the bola or refuse? And yet we're promoting year of return, beyond the return. So the tourism minister, Dr. Wow, all of them are not doing their job. And a lot of people are so angry, they dare to take us for granted. This level and just keep Ghana filthy. Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum, you have plastics flying in the car park. It's against a metal rail. There's a bag of trash on the floor, on the ground. Nobody, and the art center is right opposite. Right next to it. And opposite the art center, there's a trotro station. All the trotro stations and taxi stations put their refuse on the bare ground. Black bags on the ground, tied, food wrappers. You go to Circle, trotros arrive, and just throw the refuse from the car, ball on the street.
Right.
We all deserve a better management. At least for them the politicians to take us for granted and to keep Ghana this filthy. It's so insulting, and it just tells us we're not sophisticated enough, and I'm very disappointed, whether it's NDC or NPP, Nana Akufo-Addo, very, very disappointed, because an educated man, and we expected better from him. President Mahama either didn't do a good job. So, as Ghanaians, we're not angry enough.
All right.
If there's bola on the streets of Ghana, and we're all driving through it, going to town, you go to Circle, refuse everywhere. Anybody comes to Accra and puts their bed under the bridge and thinks they can live there.
Right.
And bath there. What is this? Ghana, I don't want this Ghana that I'm living in.
No, Fabia, and none of us does. For the sake of time, I would have to get to other callers. And of course, you might want to also look at the Sanitation and Water Resources Minister currently, Madam Frida Prempeh. And we do recall the president said that Accra would be made into the cleanest city in Africa. We have a caller from Adenta, I believe. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
What's your name, please?
Albert Kweku Brampa.
Albert?
Yes, Kweku Brampa. Brampa, B-R-A-M-P-H.
Right. What are your thoughts for us, briefly, sir?
That's in respect of electricity company of Ghana. First caller spoke about leadership. I've been monitoring you for the past 1 year. Set of you in present should have been a leader, but you won't contest because we have seen honest in you. There are people who, for the fact that they have money, they can contest in winning an election. They represent you. Even if you campaign against them, you become enemy. They even targeted you to the extent that you can be killed in this our Ghana. Let me take you to my place, North Dine constituency. I come from Churukwe. We have a place called Zanukope. We have a Branatonu. We have a Choko. All these places, you can walk 2 hours before you reach. You climb the hill, descend before you go and meet the River Dine. Look, these floods, this dam sewage, it has affected us the farmlands, being cassava, sugarcane, sweet potato, look at vegetables, even animals, goats and sheep and cows were taken over by the flood water. But there have not been a single statement either from the MP of the area, DC of the area, even you, the media, because the place is not accessible. No car can go there, so nobody is ready to go there. To go and report. I have gone there.
You say this is North Dine, right?
North Dine constituency. Right. I have gone there.
I think is it South Dine that is Roxanne Nelson?
North Dine is different from South Dine.
No, I get it. I'm just saying that.
Pando, that is before Pando. Amfwe from Amfwe, Bume, Vafu, Chulukwe, Uchuta, Yodanu. Those are the places I'm calling. Those are the North Dine. Uchuta. I am saying that if you go to Ututa, it affected them. If you go to Amfuega women, it affected them. But nobody still, because the journalist cannot walk 2 kilometers. Sorry, 2 hours. About almost 7
Who
kilometers.
is the member of parliament for North Nai?
It is Tete. Dresslin Tete.
Right.
Dresslin Tete is our MP.
Right.
So I am saying that a person like who is honest, he won't contest for a position and lead people mindful like us. And we have people who are leading us because of the fact that they have money to manipulate and win an election. And that is why we are having all these problems. If not, you know yourself when we were in school. As a child, you can't bring energy home without your parents asking where did you get it from. Today, people, students go to university. You send your child to university, bring car. And you are happy that your son or your daughter brought a car, a vehicle. You will not question that of your children. Where do they go those things? Because you are paying school fees. You are buying shoes for everything for them. How would they come with their car? You are happy. That is why Ghana is where we are. Until we go back to that stupidity from foreign countries that we should remove corporal punishment. When your child behaves in a way that you need to discipline, they say no. So now your child control you in the house. Even your own house, you give money. Your own house, you give money. Your child determine which food is cooked or prepared in the house. By the time you return, your wife and your daughter they will eat fried rice. So that prepare fried rice. While you are looking for a place to eat.
Right.
I leave this with you, my brother. Let us change our attitude. Let us go back to our forefathers, how they train us. You go to farm before you go to school. You come and go to all those things teaches us a great lesson how to struggle for your other family members. And now everybody of his own. Nobody fight for one another. Why? Because they have not been trained properly.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us. You can also call and share your thoughts with us very briefly. We'll also take a few more messages shortly. We have Kosame from Nima. Sam, good morning to you. Quick thoughts?
Good morning, Benjamin. How are you?
I'm okay. Quick thoughts, sir.
Thank you. You know, I have followed you not today. I mean, to multimedia. You see, I've listened to Tony. I think I agree with him to some extent. But where I partly with him with when trying to advise the current administration, they try to bring you the past, they're bringing in the past administration. If something is going wrong, they are the leaders. They are those that they speak and their voices go far. If they want to advise the current administration, they should go straight to advise the current administration that what is going on is bad.
Right.
But if you're going to equalize and then equalization that, they are all the same, no, that means I don't know where the advice is going.
Okay.
Two, if you look at the previous administration, look at the number of people that were prosecuted under the previous administration. I can talk about the and I can talk about the one at the National Service Secretariat who was prosecuted under his own government, and so many others. And then come to this government, which one person that this government has been able to prosecute under this administration? Nothing. Two, I'm going to serious issue about politics in this country, about all what there's some are talking about sanitation. But look, Ben, you know my passion. My passion about the local government system. The system that is there in power, people with knowledge, with skills. All what Ghanaians need, Ben, it's civil skills, civic knowledge, and civic disposition, so that we can take the right decision. And the assemblies are there to empower us and come to this thing.
All right.
So have to be able to deal with sanitation and other issues that confronting us locally.
Thank you.
We have dismantled the local government system, divided into pieces, so that everybody is working. The president has sent all the officers into office. Into this office, the president, so that he can manipulate them.
All right. Thank you, Kosame. Thank you, Kosame, for your thoughts.
Have a blessed morning, Ben.
Same to you, Kosame. Let's take some of your comments before, if we have any more time, we can take maybe one or two more calls, and that will be it. Citizen Ajenduzirim says poor leadership and governance. That's the number one cause of poverty in Ghana. Then we have James Agbeko Nutako, who says the system that we have has been hijacked by the few privileged in the society, thereby diverting the few resources which can be used to create an environment that will benefit the less privileged. And so you are talking of those who have the privilege of being in leadership. Azunga Adawina says poor leaders and not well-paid workers' salaries. I think that is what you mean. We have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning. It appears we've lost that caller. You can still call through 0302-211-691, extension 2. Let's know what's on your mind. You could be our final caller. Ro Clem says the high rate of unemployment is the cause of poverty. And of course, it's one of the leading causes. Can we get other comments? All right, this one says lack of sensible leadership. Well, I guess sometimes you just have to hit the nail on the head. We have Rosemond. Rosemond, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Offenso.
All the way from Offenso. Thank you for calling. What are your thoughts, Rosemond?
Yes, to me, I think the number one cause of poverty is our mindset.
Our mindset. Interesting.
Yes, because we are not ready to change. We are always blaming leaders. What are we also doing to reduce poverty in our lives?
Right.
Let's look at how we are glued to corruption. And we always think that anything that you can offer someone, you have to pay some money. And the person that you are demanding the money from, where do you expect that person to get the money from? So, definitely, it will cause poverty. If it is some small capital that the family is using to manage their family, and you want them to come and use it to pay to get a job,
right.
At the end of the day, it will cause poverty in that family.
Right. Okay.
We are also saying that we don't want anything that we produce in our country. We are always thinking that anything outside the country is the best. And therefore, we don't try to produce things in our own country and use them. And it is a sign of poverty. So this is my take on this.
Thank you for your take, Rosemond from Offenso. Essien is our final caller. Essien, where are you calling us from? Hello, Essien.
Yeah, good morning. I'm calling from Elembele.
All right. Quick thoughts for us. You are our final caller. Very quick thoughts. We have to go.
Yeah, quick one. The first one I will speak about is corruption. And then it starts from the leaders, especially our President Akufo-Addo, and his leadership. We all know that you've dedicated so much power to the president. He appoints a UC, he appoints everybody in leadership. And then they feel like it is because it is he who appointed them, they do whatever they like. Recently, we know what the Electoral Commission has said about the indelible ink and what have you. If it was a divided way of putting power into the hands of people, they would have known that it is the people in power who put them into that power, but not the president. Number two, we are talking about is religious leaders. Religion has stepped up a lot in Ghana. I was listening to Professor, Frimpong right now. And then when he was speaking, he spoke like a psychologist. Instead of him telling people in power what is wrong, he was trying to massage the situation, combining the NDC, the NDP. Look, some of this hypocrisy is what is killing us. It is what is bringing us into poverty. When we dedicate so much power to the leadership like the president, and then we have people like the clergy, and then people that we think should come and speak or advise the president, and they don't.
Right.
Then it makes everything becomes like as if we don't know what you are doing in Ghana.
Okay.
And that is why this thing is happening. Poverty starts from when we started voting for people who are not honest.
Okay.
And that is why we are here today.
All right. Essien, we're grateful. Essien, Rosemond, all of you who took the time to call in. We're immensely grateful for those of you who sent in your responses as well on social media. We're grateful to every last one of you. And this is why we do the show, because of you, for God and country. My name is Benjamin Akakpo. Thank you for having joined me this morning on the AM show.